Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We're talking about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. The stepfather, Daniel Martell, continues his quest. I say that loosely. And Jack and Lily's mother continues to not say anything. Daniel, we've got some new text messages and all that, and it raises more questions. Oh, here we go. Coming in clutch. Where are you going? Get that thumbs up as you're coming in, y'all. Quick. Hit it. Get that thumbs up.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in thy world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is October 7th, 2025. It is currently 7:52 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. We did a live earlier. If you missed that live, please go check it out. We were covering a woman out of Indiana. Her name is Brittany Guard, and she went missing. She was seen September 30th, 2025, and the next day, October 1st, she was supposed to be at her daughter's volleyball game, and she didn't show up. The family went to check on her, and her house was on fire, along with her vehicle still there and her purse. It's a really baffling story, and it's been over a week. So something's going on there. We're staying on top of that as well. So make sure you check that out. It's something you really are going to want to see for sure. All right, guys. Good to see you all. Before we get started, if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up button extra quick, and share out the live for extra bonus points. Would really appreciate that. All right. So we are talking about Jack and Lilly Sullivan today, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. The RCMP is supposed to give us an update this week. Today is Tuesday. We're going into Wednesday. So tomorrow, when are we getting this update, RCMP? What are they going to say? What are they going to say? Are they going to just say, we found nothing? Are they going to clear anybody? Are they going to give some more answers out? I don't know, but I do hope they give out some more information. Sassy, did I get your email? Ooh, hold on. I just now saw it. Boy, that's interesting. Uh-huh. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to have to show that, Sassy. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Will it just be on their website? Don't know. Don't know yet, Mohawk. They're supposed to be giving an update. Hold on. I need to change my air. I'm freezing right now. Give me 1 second.
Honestly, Daniel, I swear to God, if you make it onto the world's dumbest criminals, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be amazed if you turn out to be innocent, and then you've totally made yourself always look guilty. That's on you, to be honest, and the circus that's happened. Okay.
Yes, that is on you. That's very interesting, Sassy. I will show that during this live for sure. All right. So a couple things. So in the reports of Jack and Lilly Sullivan with Daniel and Malehya's account, you can't search for the words. So what I did, I was able to pull those reports and make it to where they are searchable. That way I can find the search words. I can look and find what I need better. And so I've been working on that. And we're going to go over some of that as well. But Daniel has been out here continuing. Holly, thank you so very much, my dear. Really do appreciate you, my love, gifting the 5 pearl necklaces. Thank you so much, Miss Holly. Hope you and Lloyd are doing okay. You guys are always in my prayers. I hope you know that. 1 second. Hold on. 1 second. Getting a call. All right. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our gal Holly. Really do appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much for your continued support, my dear. Can't do it without you, Jen. Thank you, darling. Really do appreciate you. Buckle up. It's about to get crazy. I'm so thankful for Justin and this community. Much love to you all. Thank you so much, Jen. Appreciate you so very much. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you for your continued support. Mohawk surveying the land and the water. Not. Yes. Good to see you, Laura, Dory, Linda, Robin, Sheila, Voodoo, Jenny, the chef's mom. Has anyone been out to check where Daniel Fish is at? No, not that I'm aware of. I think we need to check where water could be deep, like up to your waist area, right? Hello, peacemakers. Sherry, Kathleen, Sheila, Jennifer, Has anyone seen Canadian Cookie? Linda, Robin, Sharon, Grace, Shelby, good to see you. He's sassy. Peace. Sheila, I've been doing a lot of replay. Well, thank you so much, Sheila. Good to see you. Hey, Tina. All right. So, y'all ready for this? Yeah, she was in last night. I just had a flashback of the romper room. That's so funny. I love you guys. I adore you guys. You guys are the best, truly. Okay. Watch this. God, Daniel. All right. Daniel gives this. What are you doing, Pearl? Sorry, she made a sound. All right. So these are some text messages that Mr. Martell said. Allie J, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, honey. How you doing, Miss Allie J? Thank you so much, my dear. If you receive, I don't know what I'm saying, but thank you for the super chat. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you and appreciate you. Thank you for being a member. That's what I was going to say. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. I got a new shirt to go with my coffee, dogs, and true crime short. Awesome. Awesome. We're getting ready to drop merch for our pearls. So be ready for that. Hey, my friend, love this. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, love. Good to see you, my dear. All right. So here we go. Here's Daniel. In the water, I think they would be weighted down. They would, but it's very hard to keep someone weighted down. And it is a science to keep someone down that I don't think Daniel would have the wherewithal to do, in my opinion, but he might. It just depends how someone puts them, someone underwater. Because got to remember, there's a lot of chemistry that happens once we are no longer here. Hey, Esther, good to see you, girl. How you doing? Your just an apology, Miss Live Time. No, you're fine. Merci for your continued constant work for Jack and Lily. Thank you so much, Esther. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you, my dear, and thank you so much, my love. Daphne and I, we were working on some stuff today behind the scenes for Jack and Lily, and we were sending things back and forth, just trying to find some answers. And I think we're getting somewhere with some things. So hopefully it continues, and hopefully we can get some more information. Let's pray. Let's pray at least. Does anyone watch Lauren? Yes. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. What about her? What about her? Yep, I see her. I've watched her. I was gifted a subscription to her channel this evening. Oh, that's awesome, Jen. That's awesome. Hey, Darcy. Good to see you, baby. How you doing, Miss Darcy? Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. You are very, very kind. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for being a member here on the Pearl family. It means so much to me. Truly does, Darcy. Good to see you. Very, very sweet of you, my love. Dogs would find scent. You would think, but I'll be honest with you, I don't have a lot of hope in these dogs anymore, especially after the case I was just doing up in Boston recently. The guy drug the girl out with like a riding mower across the freaking yard, dug a hole, and then put like branches and stuff over like a big pile of brush. They didn't get a scent. Didn't get a scent. And I tell you why. And I say this all the time. People's like, "No, Justin." He did it very quickly. And there are occasionally some dogs that pretty quickly will find will smell decomp very quickly, but it takes time. It takes time for those cells to start turning over and the decomp process to happen. Some dogs are extraordinarily good, but he unalived her and he backed up the riding mower, drug her across the yard, and then buried her. And I'm telling you, the dogs didn't hit. And she was a large woman as well, by the way, and he was not a big guy. Uh, so I'm telling you, much less a younger or smaller person that doesn't, they're not as big. Uh, their cells are everything's, they're newer, right? And all of that. So it does all play a factor, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Laura. Good to see you, my dear. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, Miss Laura. And thank you for being a member of the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you. If you receive that pearl necklace, make sure you give our girl Laura a big thank you. Thank you so much, love. Good to see you. Well, it does. It does. How much toxins that I mean, we all decay once we're gone, but how much like toxins and all of that, uh, how much back, you have bacteria in your gut, and that's what actually starts the decomp process. It gets out of your gut and then goes throughout your body, and then you start to do that, decompose. So there's a big science to it. Um, okay, all right. We got on a whole tangents there. I want to go quick. I'm a toxic bitch. Oh my god. I want to live to be at least 150. At least 150. Um that's the goal. 120 maybe. You never know. You never know. As long as you're enjoying life, live. Oh my god, Sherry, I don't want to see 90. Why, girl? Hey, Joyous. Good to see you. Gary, good to see you. Some people's like, I don't want to live that long. I'm like, I want to live a long time. I'm going for 114. So I'm half like, yeah, this is the thing, right? Like, statistically, I've already lived half of my life, statistically. And that's if the Lord lets me live another 40 years. And that just blows my mind. I just can't think about it. I'll have an anxiety attack. It's just too quick. It really is just too quick. I don't feel like I've been on the earth 40 years. What? I feel like I'm just starting. I know we're all getting old though. But Jen, you're really not a spring chicken when you're 40. You're not a spring chicken. I mean, it's you're halfway over. It's halfway over. And I just feel like I was in elementary school just the other day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That sounds young to you? I don't know. It's crazy. I don't want to. Anyway, moving on. I'm getting old. Too young to die. I'll be 39. You got it going. Oh, girl. Try turning 60, Sunflower says. But that's the thing. It goes by really quick. It just goes by really quick. Life is incredibly short. It's incredibly, incredibly short. And, you know, what's really weird is the older I've gotten, you know, you start to see people die around you that is your age. You know what I mean? And you just don't know, you know, if you're gonna, you know, you're one of the lucky ones, or are you next, or what, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Blink of an eye. It really is. It really is. All right. Here's some text messages from Daniel. Did Lilly say anything? Was the question. Daniel says, not at first. Now, remember, he also is absolutely adapting, right? He's absolutely adapting. Not the first time, but the second time, yes. So now he says Lilly says something to him. Wow. Hey, Angel, darling. Love you, sweetsies. Good to see you. So, Daniel, I thought you were asleep in and out, or you weren't asleep in and out, or was it Malehya? So the question was, did Lilly say anything? Not the first time, Daniel says, but the second time, yes. I went over this times, as I said, in my head over and over, trying to find the details or clues to help. Susan, she either said, "Hi, Dad," or "Hello, Dad." I remember before I thought she didn't say anything, but time passes and everything becomes more clear. Wow. After over 5 months, things are becoming more clear. You piece of garbage, Daniel. You're adapting, you psychwad, after we call you out on your bullshit because it doesn't make sense in the first place. I cannot with this. I cannot with this man, y'all. I cannot. The truth never changes. You know whether the fuck she said something or not, Daniel. Guys, it's probably not your day. I'm going to tell you, if you don't like the cussing, it's probably not your day. Because he just pisses me off. Becomes more clear. Mission becomes clear. Evidence builds. Leads are followed up on, and time continues to tick for the individuals, plural, involved, but the batteries in the watch only last so long. You had to be smoking the hot pipe, didn't you, Daniel, while you wrote this? This is when you get, you know, your courage. He's exactly. He's such a oh douche canoe. He really is. But now, you know, he always says, what did I tell you guys last night? I said this. Daniel always says evidence is mounting or evidence is building. How the hell do you know, Daniel? RCMP don't tell you shit, Daniel. You know that. They don't tell you Nothing. Yes. Yes. He tries to speak with $5 words when he doesn't have but 2 crack rocks in his pocket. Debbie, I don't think he likes it. To be honest with you, I don't think he likes my attention, but I don't care. You know what I mean? Okay, so Susan asks, let me ask you 2 questions. What was Lilly doing the very last time you physically saw her, and when was that? And what was Jack doing the very last time you physically saw him, and when was that? Mr. Martell says, as time goes on, I look back at those moments and I can almost freeze frame them because I I think it means I was laying in bed so many times playing them over on an endless loop. She seemed excited, Susan. No Barbie t-shirt on. I can say that. So Lilly seemed excited, according to Martell. So far, he hasn't given where she was, where they were, what he or she was, what Jack or Lilly was doing. Why was she excited, and what did she have on? And he says, she seemed excited, Susan. No Barbie t-shirt on. I can say that. Now, remember, Daniel, and I'll pull the receipts, Daniel, has said that we don't have on, she doesn't have on what they said she has on. Now, again, Daniel, you're a freaking idiot. And I'm going to call you out right here because, Daniel, how the fuck would you know? You know why I'm going to say that, Daniel? Because you said you didn't know what they had on because they were covered up in their blankets when you flipped the light on at 12:30. So the only person that actually knows what Lilly might have had on was the person that, I don't know, did something with her. How about that, Daniel? Not too smart. Will you play us anthem tonight? You mean the song I wrote, or the song that I made of Daniel? That's what Malehya said. That's not what Daniel said. That's what Malehya said. But this is the thing also. This is the thing also, Kelly. If Malehya said she put the same thing on them, why she said she put the clothes back on him, then why don't they know what kind of top he's wearing? Or why is he not wearing a top? You know what I mean? Like, why? It's just insane to me. Oh, Mama Joyous, love you, honey. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Joyous. I appreciate you. Can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank Mr. and Mrs. Joyous for gifting that. Very, very kind. Appreciate you so very much, my dear. Much love. Well, when he turned on the light, He moved them at that point. Are you being held captive? Well, they were supposedly asleep. All right, but listen to this. Daniel says Jack was sleeping a little after midnight on May 1st. What? Jack was sleeping a little after midnight on May 1st? Are you joking me? Daniel, you told us and the RCMP that, well, I've got the text message I showed you guys. 7, 8 o'clock, never later than 9 o'clock. Now you're saying something that Jack went to bed a little after midnight. How could anyone, Daniel, anyone believe a single word that comes out of your mouth? Guys, I'm telling you, and I'm not being funny when I say this. I really I really think that he gets under the influence, and that dictates his behavior at times. A normal human being could not even lie this much. Like, this is something that is not even normal, right? You can't say, Daniel, Malehya said she put Jack and Lily to bed around 10 o'clock, right? And then she put Meadow to bed. And then she went to bed. And you stayed up because you said, allegedly, that you were going to do, some house cleaning, some chores. You know what? This makes me believe even more about the neighbor hearing a 5-speed going in and out, because Daniel is telling us right here that this house is still rocking at after midnight. Damn, Daniel. Jack was sleeping a little after midnight on May 1st. I flicked on the lights and looked. I'm there and looked. He puts, I'm both asleep. I never seen him May 2nd. Daniel, if it's after midnight, you saw him May 2nd. Dum. Does he not? If you saw him after midnight, it technically is May 2nd, Daniel. Hello? 12:30 is May 2nd. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get the little things. And I think I just don't think he gets it. I don't know. it's something to me. Hey, Grey Wolf, good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Miss Joyous, again. God, thank you, honey. Appreciate you. Has Daniel made dozens of new reports to the RCMP? He better, as his memory improves. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Joyous. Daniel, now that your memory is improving, let's get on it. Let's get on it. You should be, instead of writing in notebooks, why don't you be writing some new RCMP reports out? How about that? How about that, Daniel? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Okay. I flicked on the lights and looked. I think he means they're both asleep. I never seen him May 2nd. Notice how he says, I never seen him May 2nd. Why does he say they're in the same room, essentially? Right? They're in the same freaking room. I never seen him or them. It should have been them, Daniel. But again, you don't realize that. Keep digging. There, Kelly said it for me. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you very much, honey. Keep digging yourself, Daniel. Nothing adds up. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you, Miss Kelly. Very, very kind of you. And I exactly what I was saying. Nothing adds up. But he says, I never seen him. But they're essentially in the same room, right? What is happening with Malehya? Like, I don't believe her either. Hell no. I don't believe Malehya. I don't believe Malehya as much as I don't believe Daniel. Okay. He says here, the correct term is detained. I was never detained. Detained means a probable cause has rendered, meaning a criminal offense may or may have been encountered. I've never committed a criminal offense or even been accused of a criminal offense in nature. If a criminal offense happens during a missing persons case and it affects or harms the missing person or harms the case as a whole, it pivots to a criminal case. You're trying to sound intelligent, Daniel, when you only sound like a dumbass. I'm act dumb, Susan. He says, I'm act dumb, Susan, but I'm not always dumb. So let's go through this. Okay. Daniel, you can be detained and it doesn't mean you have committed a crime or about to commit a crime or anything. Now, again, I think it works very similar as the United States, that you need some sort of probable cause after a certain amount of time. They can detain you for a certain a period of time, but they're going to need a probable cause. That is true. But they have questioned you more than anybody else that I'm aware of in Jack and Lilly Sullivan's case. And probably because of many different reasons. Probably because Malehya has never had problems with her children or anything like this until she moved in with you. Probably because of you're the male in the house, number one. You don't have any sort of blood relationship with them as well. Guys are much more likely to commit a violent sort of crime. Doesn't mean you did, not saying that, but it's just the truth. Guys are more likely to commit a violent crime than a woman any day of the week. And then also, as much as you change your stories, I don't know why the fuck they wouldn't look at you. Period. To be quite honest with you. I don't see how. I mean, this is my opinion, and it's not a fact, but in my opinion, I don't see how they could not continue to be looking at Daniel. I don't see it. Because this is the thing. You could say, "Oh, well, Daniel's just doing this to fuck, with people, and he's just saying this or saying that." But then then he would be sicker than I would think. Because for him to just go out here and just say these random ass things whenever there's a 4 and a 6-year-old babies that are missing, and he's fucking with an investigation like that, that's even more sicker than I would imagine. So I think Daniel has a reptilian mind, meaning whatever is in front of him at that moment is the only thing that he sees. He doesn't see what he saw or what he said 3 interviews ago, how that might not look good and not align up with other things that he said. He is just wanting to get the right answer in that moment, right? But it all falls apart. He has a reptilian mind. He really does. More like an earthworm mind. Yeah. Yeah. He's just trying to he thinks he's when I've never seen someone so uncool in my entire life. Truly, as Mr. Martell. All right. Why was she excited? Susan said, and why did and and what did she have on? Jack was sleep. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I messed up. And sorry, he writes here, if that's true, I don't know, I guessed. Okay, well, you've answered my question well enough. All right. Looking out for the boys in blue. Thank you. I don't even know what he's like. Is he talking about the RCMP? And she says, okay, just answer the question. I am sure you think you have answered it, but not really. So, to be clear, yes or no, have you ever been told you are under arrest? Being arrested is different than being charged. You can be arrested, which only means you are not free to leave until the police say so. They can then lay charges or not. Many people are arrested but never charged. Correct. Yes. I don't know if these are out of line or is this out of order, or is this just the way he is talking? So he says right here, 1 second, I need to take a drink. I think this math, hey Brian, good to see you, buddy. This math makes him have, I think it gives him an invincible feeling. You know, it gives him an energy, it gives him a confidence that he lacks with his normal self. And that is why he does it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think he cannot get off of it. I really do. I think he's having a hard time getting off of it. Well, when we all, any sort of addict, the reason we become an addict is because it gives us a sense of something that we feel we are lacking, right? And I think Daniel is deeply insecure about a lot of different things. But I do believe Daniel feels deeply insecure. I believe that is why he is extremely jealous. That is why he is extremely controlling. And that is why Malehya couldn't have friends. All right. So Daniel says here, we take smoke breaks. I vaped outside. Come in, do more questions. I draw maps to hidden treasure. What? I'm telling you guys, he had delusions that night, in my opinion. This is what it says. I shit you not. That's the best way of the Southern way as I can say it. I shit you not. He lives in a fantasy. He does. He does. And I think he has to, because look around him. He has not created any sort of life for himself. I draw maps to hidden treasures. Not really. I draw maps of areas I search during the time they wanted. Recall days in advance, minute by minute. So, Lord help me. Lord, I swear I'm trying, Lord, to just not cuss. I'm really trying, Lord. Oh, Lord. Mm-mm-mm. You can recall days in advance, minute by minute, Daniel. You stupid ass, but you can't recall a lot of other things about, I don't know, the morning Jack and Lily went missing, but you can recall every other thing minute by minute. What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Seriously. What is wrong with him? He can recall minute by minute. And Super Martell can run in front of helicopters, right? He can do all the things. He's almighty and all powerful. But he can't remember, I don't know, very important things. I mean, when you're Superman, right? Why do you even need to sleep, Daniel? I think you don't want to sleep. Actually, a lot of the times, that's why you do the methamphetamines, in my opinion. But that's just me. Hold on. Okay. I mean, Daniel, honest to God, you lie so much, Fitbit probably counts it as your fucking cardio at this point. You lie so much. Your middle name has to be Lie. Daniel Lie Martell. You're ridiculous at this point. I can't with him. It's crazy, y'all. All right. Recall days in advance, minute by minute. That was rough to do because it's normal life. The brain sees no reason to store it, right? So simple days memory is hard. I mean, it is if you're smoking math. It is if you're smoking math, right? Unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. He's not telling stories. He's just running a choose your own adventure franchise, is all you're doing, Daniel. Math makes you feel like you're invincible. That's what I think. He has to be smoking and then typing. Couldn't be anything else. This is not reality. This is not reality. You know what I mean? Daniel's logo's New Day, New Draft. And I don't mean the one you're smoking on either, Daniel. All right. They drive me home afterwards like 140 or 150 on the highway. I think you mean 140 or 150 kilometers an hour, right? And again, Daniel, they probably want you out of the fucking car as soon as possible. It's not because they're being cool or anything. Get this mother chicken out of here. That's nothing to brag about, Daniel. And second of all, why are you even talking about this? Because you want to be a man so bad, don't you, Daniel? You really want to be a man. He wants to be a man's man, like a man so bad. And it bothers him, I think, that he's not anything, really. The kids either disappeared the night before, in which Janie did not hear them that morning. They went missing that night. Right? So yeah. He lies. He doesn't even answer the questions, right? He doesn't even he just goes on about different tangents. He lies like, Malehya's Wi-Fi or whatever. It's always dropping out when you need it most. What they go 140 or 150 question mark. talking like normal people. It was nice to feel normal for those few minutes, Susan. What I tell you, I've not read this before because I want it to be genuine. Um, he wants to feel normal, right? Or what he thinks normal is. Felt good to feel normal for a minute. 110, Susan, highway speed. Thanks for correcting me. I appreciate it. She only said 140, 150, and he's coming back with ridiculousness. Funny you say he's got a reptile brain because in that interview he just did, he stuck his tongue out in a, yeah, yeah. And it's true. Mr. Martell says, yes, after my polygraph exam, I stopped in at Patty's. Insure her. I passed my polygraph exam and I never, he said MURDERED, 2 small children. Patty told Cindy I stopped in and I guess she was livid mad. Well, you didn't go there, Daniel. Let's be honest. Come on now. Did you go there to tell her you passed, or did you go there to ask for a little cashola? Did you go there for a little cash? Probably still mad from when I told her off at the first search briefing. But yeah, CPS Meadow case, says, I'm reading it like it is, Cindy doesn't want Daniel around Patty's house just in case I'm there. Okay, I know when you're there or not, Cindy. Wade doesn't have a license. Daniel, let me tell you something. I don't blame, as much as I'm not a fan of Cindy because she's not out here speaking out for grandkids. I don't blame her for not wanting your ass around any of her family. I don't blame her. Bingo. Yes, 1,000%. I don't blame her. I mean, say what you want. Like, I may not like the way, Cindy is not out here speaking for Jack and Lily, but they didn't do anything, right? Maybe she's doing it to protect Malehya. I don't know. But I wouldn't want Daniel around anything, anything, especially family. But yeah, CPS Meadows case is in. It says Cindy doesn't want around Patty's house just in case I'm there. Okay, I know when you're there or not, Cindy. Wade doesn't have a driver's license. Yeah, major crimes officers come to my place. We go in for questioning. Justin, I thought he had a restraining order on him. Daniel? Daniel, I don't think Justin, trying to read this, seriously trying to read this nonsensical message will literally make your head hurt. I know I was listening to you. I was listening. They buy me food, coffee. UPU, no. DNA collection, fine by me, free food. Daniel, let me tell you something, honey. If they want your DNA, they're going to get a stick and say, we're going to swab your cheek. We have a warrant to swab your cheek, Daniel. Okay. So, are you paranoid, Daniel? Is that what it is? Because they only get a cup or someone like that if, it's they're digging out the trash or something like that. There's no reason to do that with you, Daniel. They have Jack and Lily's DNA because they took their toothbrush and everything else like that. But it's called building rapport, Daniel. Look it up. By the way, Susan asked, by the way, did you have a lawyer while you were being interrogated? Martell says, no. Every question I could answer with confidence because I did nothing. Have you ever, this is what Susan said now, have they ever arrested you or taken you in for questioning, or did you just voluntarily go in? He says, I get picked up and drove there. My brother drove me once. Okay. Susan says, police picking you up and taking you in for questioning could be construed in many ways. Have you ever been told you are under arrest and read your rights? Do you know which date they are doing an update? Mr. Martell says it's nice to have that grace period of a couple days to prepare for attacks. So these are out of order. They got to be. So Susan says, so the 1% is in the docs. What else is there that you can talk about? Mr. Martell says the documents is 1% of overall case. I did 10 hours of interrogation. That's a lot of words. I never shut up sometimes. LOL. I hope you did, Daniel. I hope you did, honey. Oh, Lord, I hope they did 10 hours of interrogation with you. Can you imagine, guys? Holy shit on a shingle. I hope he did. Daniel, why are they... This should make... this makes Daniel cringe. Daniel, they're not talking to anybody else 10 hours. Don't that make you feel a little weird, Daniel? Did he call an interrogation or interviewing? They're used interchangeably. I mean, interrogation is considered more hardball, but they don't use the read technique so much anymore in Canada since 2015. Hold on. Yeah, Sandy, you have to give me the link. You have to give me the link to it. Can't do background on Daniel because he's in Can. Well, we'll see. All right. As time progresses, Susan, this is Daniel talking, I freely speak 5 months is a long time. Lead investigator does. I've met him a couple times. Very nice guy. Those docs are not even 1% of the overall. Susan says, so you have approved what will be released next week, Daniel, with redacted info. Is that what you mean? Martell says, no, not me. Lead investigator does that. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. Mr. Martell says, I get told days in advance sometimes to I get told days in advance sometimes of release date. No, you don't, Daniel. Mr. Martell says, I think 2 updates. Why wait a week to say they found nothing? ? They are giving 2 updates? ? Martell says 1 update as normal tip amount that keeps less informed, up to date, and 1 for dogs probably release amount of area covered. General areas. Thank Amy Henson for helping out with the dogs. I'm reading it like he says it, guys, right? Like he's writing it. Surface level. What the fuck is he talking about? Everything is approved. My lead investigator. I'm going to throw up. You're an idiot, Daniel. My lead investigator. You don't own him. Like the docs, he blacks it out. So she said, so you approve everything, or lead investigator, you mean approved everything? At Mr. Martell says, as time progresses, Susan, I freely speak 5 months is a long time. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I gotta this now. I'm too cold. We're going to have a little laugh intermission because I need to tinkle while I'm here. If you don't mind. What should we play?
Long day at the drawer. Ooh, I love how you just. Ooh, Lord, babe, it's been a long day at the drawer. Ooh, I love how you just touch and caress me, rub down there. Ooh, yes. Ooh, scratch around this belly. Get around that belly, boy. Fuck. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. It feels magnificent. Ooh, Lord. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, baby, you had did something too rough right there. Slow down. Slow down, cowboy. Slow down, my boy. What's up? Lean with it, rock with it. What? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, don't be touching me there, baby, because I'm going to touch you up there and down there. Oh, Lord. Sometimes you... Oh, wrong song. Yeah, just touch me, baby. I'm too shy. I don't want to play with the Lord like that. Playing with his time. Oh, Lord have mercy. Where you going? Come here. What you doing? What you doing, babe? Paddle me. In the words of Janet Jackson, I need some discipline tonight. I've been very bad. Paddle me, boy. What is you doing? Don't be trying to grab it because... you playing with my...
Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry. I had to fix the air and tinkle. All right. Here we go, guys. All right. So why park at the neighbors? Question mark. Obviously, in your neck of the woods, that would be very obvious to anyone. And he says, "Oh, dogs. I'm not sure if dogs were there." Is he on the same planet right now? Seriously, is he on the same planet? Ashton, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you, my love. Well, thank you for renewing the membership. Yes. No, wait, what? Didn't do that. Okay, got you, Sandy. Thank you, honey. Um, she says, strange vehicle parked randomly around in a sparsely populated area is very obvious. And he says, no, they stopped and checked relations to kids or me. Do you know what update the police are giving next week or why they are waiting until next week? Dan was right. Sorry to sound narcissist, but yeah, I've been releasing info since the start. Her being silent is her perspective. Stops from incriminating herself. Look at this. Look what he wrote here. Holy moly. Look what he wrote. Her being silent in her perspective stops from incriminating herself. Daniel, the only way you know she is incriminating herself is if you know too what crime happened. He would have to know. He would have to know she is incriminating herself and what happened for him to know that. Her being silent is, in her perspective, stops from incriminating herself. They would both have to know. Bingo. Remember, Daniel's the one that said, I'll visit, or Meadow and I will visit her in prison. That's exactly right. They say the same thing happened. I mean, it's completely out of order, right? It's completely out of order, like who was asleep, who wasn't. But they say that he says he went inside earlier that night and he said, I don't know if the kids were asleep or not. And then Malehya says she put Jack and Lily to sleep, put Meadow to sleep, she went to sleep, and Daniel stayed up. Daniel, if you stayed up and Malehya was asleep, she may not know what you could have possibly done if she's asleep. Now, I don't think that because she's not talking. He's not very bright. He's really not. That's a good thing if you're guilty, right? I'm not saying she is. Daniel, again, you said you and Malehya would visit her in prison. You said she is not talking because she's incriminating herself. You have thrown her under the bus. You've thrown the neighbor under the bus. You've thrown her sister, Malehya's sister, under the bus. I guess, Ashton. I guess. Oh, it's so rehearsed. Yeah. That's a good thing if you're guilty, right? I'm not saying she is, but door swings both ways. Just watch it doesn't swing back and hit you. The door swings both ways. Just make sure it doesn't swing back and hit you. So what, you're trying to protect yourself there? Is that what it is, Daniel? Hey, Wolf, good to see you. But door swings both ways. Just watch it doesn't swing back and hit you. Mm-hmm. That's right, Jen. Anyone have one of the Dakota rings? He is. He's a man-child. He is. He's a man-child. I believe Daniel waiting till Malehya went sleep, her and the baby. Then he went into the kids' room. I don't think so. There's only one reason why a mother would not speak, in my opinion. Who is Justin Smith? All right, here we go. Let's see if we can make some sense out of this. Oh my God, he would have a bigger nose than Pinocchio if that were the case. Your simple narrative stunts don't hold weight. Susan, there's some content I want to address. I'll add some extra weight on human remain dogs, search areas, the property here, blanket site, pipeline, and areas between the property here and Lansdowne Station Road. There was also unmarked law enforcement vehicles up by Justin Smith's house. I don't know if dogs were assigned tasks in that location or not. Lansdowne area at this current time is the only search area I know of. Little bonus content. You're a sick bastard, Daniel. Here's you some more content. These are human beings. These are children. These are children with names. You heard them laugh, Daniel. You heard them cry. You saw them every day. And you're talking about them as in content. Go to hell, sir. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Little bonus content. Oh my God. I sound muffled. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. We'll see. Is that better now? Is that better? Daniel pointing fingers out. Yeah. I think he might have moved. Yeah. No, silly, I didn't. Okay, better. Okay. I'll read it again. Your simple narrative stunts don't hold weight. Susan, there's some content I wanted to address. I'll add some extra on human remain dogs search areas. The property here, blanket site, pipeline, and areas between the property here and Lansdowne Station Road. There was also unmarked law enforcement vehicles up by Justin Smith's house. I don't know if dogs were assigned task in that location or not. Lansdowne area at this current time is the only search area I know of. Little bonus content. I think if you didn't hear me just a second ago, I said Jack and Lily were 4 and 6-year-old real human beings, real babies. You heard them laugh, you heard them cry, you saw them every day. And you're talking about bonus content, Daniel. You're using them as here's you some bonus content. Go to hell. Go to hell, Daniel. You liked the attention. You are a sick individual. You're sick. You're sick. I don't, ugh, I can't even. I can't even. Bonus content. Who says that? Who says that? This case has become major crimes will solve it. I have faith. Good. Me too, Daniel. I'll make one last statement. Her to address something I always wanted to ask. Haley, if I was doing rugs in the bathroom, I came out and you said you made your way right in I can't fucking read it. I came out and you said you made your way right in to investigate. Why no mention of smoke or smell or even rugs for that matter? She said drugs were involved. That's what she said. That's what she said. Daniel, stop embarrassing yourself. A lot of us know exactly who you get the rugs from. You know, Daniel. You know, we know. Come on, Daniel. Stop it. Just don't even bring it up because you embarrass the shit out of yourself, Daniel. But he's saying because there wasn't smoke or they didn't smell it, he couldn't have been doing rugs. Daniel, there was a little baggie right there on the hot water tank. Oh, that's all he cares about. He doesn't give a shit about anything else at all. Thank you, lady. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you very much. Thank you so much, baby. Appreciate you, lady. Good to see you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Took Dan months to come up with this gas to light for us. Yeah. It's unbelievable. Okay. You said you made your way right in to investigate. You know why Daniel has a problem with her, right? Daniel has a problem with her because she exposed him. She absolutely exposed what the hell he was up to. And Malehya was outside, told her that Daniel had been, I'll say, allegedly using for the last 2 years. And just like she said, I was up his ass the entire time. Your family knows. That's just it. a lot of times your family won't say anything, but they know, right? They know. And Daniel doesn't like it because we can see right through him. She saw right through him on day uno, right? Now, after she came out with that, she said, well, if everyone, because she said, why, if drugs were around, why was the kids around? And she didn't realize that didn't make her sister look any better, right? Malehya, if there was rugs around, why were you allowing this around Jack and Lilly? And so then after that, she kind of backtracked a little bit on that, but it was too late. It was out, and everyone, there's so many people that knows about Daniel's math use in that area. Come on. All right. Your simple narrative stunts don't hold weight. Susan, there's some content I wanted to address. I'll add some extra. I think I'm reading these backwards. Let me do it like this. You see here. Okay, this is where, did Lilly say anything? All right. It faces heavy criticism, but subjectively, it's been more reputation saving, the route I've decided to venture. Mine leaves me facing heavy outpours of claims like false polygraph exams, passes, lies to protect Malehya. Mine leaves me facing heavy outpours of claims like false polygraph exam, passes, lies to protect Malehya, me planting evidence, receiving relentlessly attacks on my character, resulting in thousands of hours of video footage for my children to see as they age and for my children to be bullied about. You're a dumbass, Daniel. Take note. You're a dumbass. Don't use them as a weapon. You are the one that controls your behavior. No one else. No one else. That's it. Unbelievable. Some individuals don't understand that a human on the other side, that a human's on the other side of the screen. And some people don't realize the blessings that they had children until they're gone, right? Did you not realize that with Jack and Lilly? Because they didn't seem to have the coats. They seem to have a lot of the bruises, Daniel. You know, a 4-year-old doesn't have lots of black eyes at all. It's amazing how you cleaned up the area, the house, after all your kids are gone. All the kids are gone, your woman's gone, all of that. It's amazing, isn't it? Now everything's clean, but you didn't do that while they were right in front of you. Amazing. Hobo, thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Hobo. really do appreciate you, my friend. Oops, oopsie, oopsies. What is going the hell on? 1 second. What? StreamYard, y'all are updating shit way too much. I'll be right back. I gotta. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully it'll work now. Thank you so much, Hobo. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace as well, my dear. Just kidding. That completely moved my stuff. Alrighty. Thank you. Appreciate you very, very much. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you thank our dear Hobo for that. Very kind of you, my love. Really do appreciate you very, very much. All right. You're right. You're right. Daphne, you're so right. This does hurt your gut to listen to this. It really does. The nonsense that you spew. All right. I'm not saying I know any names of the characters involved, but one day individuals will have to pay for the enormous circus of fury this case has become. Major crimes will solve it, and I have faith. I'll make one last statement, her to address something I have always wanted to ask. Miss Curry asked, Haley, if I was doing rugs in the bathroom, I came out and you said you made your way right into to investigate, why no mention of smoke or smell or even rugs for that matter? Well, Mr. Martell, one thing about it is you there was certainly, because can y'all hear me? Audio's messed up. That might be better now. Malehya told her sister that you was on it. And yes, he is the ring leader.
Honestly, Daniel, I swear to God, if you make it onto the world's dumbest criminals, you know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'll be amazed if you turn out to be innocent, and then you've totally made yourself always look guilty. That's on you, to be honest, and the circus that's happened. Okay.
Daniel, I swear to God. I love how she does that. Daniel, I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God, Daniel. You smoke the meth 27 times a day, Daniel. Even your last name's got Methtell in it. Sorry. It's, I don't know. I swear to God. I love that. I just want to listen to that. I swear to God.
Honestly, Daniel, I swear to God, if you make it onto the world's
I like that. Because that's the way you feel with Dan. You're like, this mother chicken. She's like, Daniel, I swear to God.
honestly, Daniel, I swear to God, if you make it onto the world.
I love that part. Yes. I swear to God. Yes, it's I swear to God. It's WEARTOGODDD. I swear to God. I'm going to make some shirts. We're going to put that in our merch. Swear to God. Swear to God. Who is Sunny kidding? She knows this. It's so funny to me. Okay. All right. Good Lord, have mercy. Okay, please don't freeze. God, please don't freeze. Am I froze? Am I froze? Okay, I'm not froze. It was trying to freeze. The math man. Okay. Let's continue. I want to show you Hidden in the Fog. She has done really incredible work on Jack and Lily's case because she's Daniel will talk to her, which is great. Which is great because I trust her in her work. I really do. Look at this. We'll pull that up in a second. The math man. 1 second.
Could hear
Listen to
them
this.
throughout the morning. Is that correct?
Yes, I actually did hear. I know when it says in the documents that we heard them in the next room over, like in their bedroom. I didn't hear them in their bedroom.
Where
I
did you hear
heard
them?
when Lily would pop in, I heard Jack in the kitchen.
But Daniel, you literally just told that you what did he say about Lily here? Crap, what was it? He just talks about Lily here. Give me 1 second and I'll tell you what he says about Lily. Give me 1 second. He talks about Lily right here. About what he heard Lily. Bear with me 1 second. Trying to help Susan. She either said, "Hi, Dad," or "Hello, Dad." I remember that before. I thought she didn't say anything, but as time passes and everything becomes clear. You see what I'm saying? Right here, he says, Lily didn't say anything. She just poked her head in. Now, the messages we just read, he says, Lily said, "Hi, Dad," or "Hello, Dad." Oh, yeah. That's all it is. Hello, Belinda. Good to see you. Math and writing doesn't mix. Yeah. Listen to that again, what he says here, just the other day.
Yeah, I know when it says in the documents that we heard them in the next room over, like in their bedroom. I didn't hear them in their bedroom.
Where
I
did you hear
heard
them?
when Lily would pop in, I heard Jack in the kitchen.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
And-
heard him rustling around in the kitchen, right? And
I heard them rustling around in the kitchen. Now, remember, again, the other day, he said he heard Jack rustling around in the kitchen, and there wasn't a chair moved or anything. And then Jack's jacket was removed and he couldn't reach it. And remember, he also says something is missing in the kitchen, but he won't say what it is. Good Lord. Thank you, Hobo. Thank you, babies. Appreciate you very much for gifting that pearl necklace. If you received that pearl necklace, give our girl Hobo a big thank you.
And but then when me and Malehya made our way out to the kitchen, there was nothing moved. The chairs were still perfectly in place. There was no chairs pulled up against the counter for them to, they usually would jump up and take food if they wanted, because kids always do that, right? They would go into the fridge. They would go into the other pantry and grab food if they wanted. Like, they had unlimited food if they wanted to grab it. And, they would go into the fridge, take yogurt cups and eat them, or cereal or whatever.
Hmm.
So
You could hear them throughout the morning. Is that correct?
yes, I actually did hear. I know when it says in the documents that we heard them in the.
No, Malehya says, I don't know if she said and Daniel, but Malehya said she heard them in their room that morning playing, because their rooms are right beside each other. He has to mention there was food.
Next
Yeah.
room over, like in their bedroom. I didn't hear them in their bedroom.
Where
I
did you hear
heard
them?
when Lily would pop in, I heard Jack in the kitchen.
Oh, interesting.
Hold on.
Yeah,
a
I
second.
heard him rustling around in the
Wait a
kitchen, right?
second.
And but then when me and Malehya made our way out to the kitchen,
Wait.
there was nothing moved. The chairs were still perfectly in place.
What's it called? What's it?
There was no chairs pulled up against the counter for them to, they usually would.
1 second. All right, Daniel says something right here. And hold on, let me find it in this clip. He says something right here. I want to see what he says right here, because I remember it. Okay. Well, maybe none of it. Just kind of curious, because I mean, okay, that's when he's talking about that. A slide, a bolt lock. A slide, a bolt, a lock. Was it unlocked? Was it locked? He talks about the lock at the door. Okay, here it is. Credit goes to drunk turkey. What does he say here?
Sleep, and I didn't even know she called the kids in absent until I got the email on my phone.
Well, I mean, you woke up when Lily popped her head in, right? So you were.
Yes, I did, because there's a lock on the door, right?
Yeah.
And I heard like the lock rattle.
So do you think though that?
Oh, here you heard the lock rattle, Daniel, but you didn't. You failed to mention that the missing child said something to you, like, "Hi, Dad." I fucking had it with this guy. Yes, he says because the lock rattles. What kind of lock do they have on a door that rattles? I wonder if, I swear to you guys, I wonder if they locked them in their room, because there is 2 people that is connected to either Daniel, Malehya, or Malehya's brother that have talked about being locked up, kids being locked up. Allegedly.
Right. So you were.
Yes, I did, because there's a lock on
Hold
the kids in absent until I got the email on my phone.
Well, I mean, you woke up when Lily popped her head in, right? So you were.
Yes, I did, because there's a lock on the door, right? Yeah. And I heard like the lock rattle.
So this lock on the door, Daniel, woke you up, right? This lock on the door woke you up. But you also hear Jack out in the kitchen.
So do you think though that in the time that Lily popped her head in, and that woke you up, it alerted you a little bit, and the time that you fully woke up, do you think you would have been able to tell? So, would you have the ability to tell whether or not Malehya got out of bed?
I don't know. Do you want to say that over again for me so I get the? I was just
Yeah.
plugging in my phone, so I didn't hear you correctly.
No problem. So, if you already have been woken up, Lily's popping in, so you've already woken up to a certain extent, maybe not fully awakened, but you've woken up to the point where you've acknowledged that the child has come in and out. Do you think in that moment, maybe not earlier, maybe not early in the morning, but from the moment that you were awoken, from the time that Lily popped her head in to the time that you were fully awake, do you think that Malehya could have gotten out of bed without you noticing?
I think she could have, but you have to remember too, the baby was laying on her arm as well. So, like the baby was sleeping on top of her right arm.
So it's unlikely that she got out of bed.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's unlikely, but it is possible. I mean, anything's possible. But she, I don't. I think Meadow may have be woken up when she's actually moving.
Gotcha. And
but
so,
it is possible, Daniel. I mean, anything's possible. This case is just an absolute circus. So,
Yeah, and you're the fucking ring leader, Daniel. That's what you are. Good God. Hey, Sugar. Good to see you, baby. Thank you so very much for 4 months. Really do appreciate you. Imagine playing the drinking game every time Daniel lies. Oh my God. We would have to go to AA. Like Daniel says he goes to NA. What door had the lock? Well, he says the lock on his door makes a sound. The only time you have a lock on a door that makes a sound is if it's like a padlock or something. I agree, Robin. Yeah, it's his door. Yeah, because he is saying that when Lily came to their bedroom, when she poked her head in, he heard it because the lock made a sound. I think so too, Tina girl. I agree. Because there's been Malehya's brother's ex-girlfriend, she was talking about them allegedly locking up the kids. But she was talking about Daniel's kids being locked up. Yes, Daniel's door, Joyous. Yep. Exactly. So here he's saying he heard Lily come in because of the lock. She didn't say anything, but here it just to show you it's just so easy to prove this guy's lies. It's crazy. Look at this. I hope Belinda watches this. 1 second. I've got it pulled up. It's just a freaking task with all this stuff. Jesus. Trying to exit out of some of this stuff. All right. But here, this is what he says. Look, his own words, not mine. Did Lily say anything? Not the first time, but the second time, yes. I went over this time as time I said in my head over and over, trying to find details or clues to help. Susan, she either said hi, Dad, or hello, Dad. I remember before I thought she didn't say anything, but time passes and everything becomes clear. Mission becomes clear, evidence builds, leads are followed up on, and time continues to tick for the individuals involved, but the batteries in the watch only last so long. But he says here, she says, hello, Dad, like that. Again, I can't show you guys enough. And then I'm going to show you something else that this mother chicken here.
Do you want to say that over again for me so I
Help
can
it.
Listen to
answer
this.
something like that because it could be something right.
Would you have noticed if she got out of
I
bed?
woke up at the
Hold on.
and it woke me up. Hands on it and they could see. So
Listen to this.
Is the door heavy?
it is heavy, but when the kids got their hands on it, they were
So correct
I woke up when
that you guys hadn't heard.
when Malehya woke me up. I'm pretty sure it was her who woke me up because we both kind of like woke up at the same time.
Miracle.
And I remember her saying, as it says in the documents, she said, I don't hear them. That she said, I don't hear them. 30 seconds or something like that, because it could be in the fridge, because that's usually what everything goes quiet when they're, grabbing food or.
Everything goes quiet when they're grabbing food. You're full of shit. Hold on. Let me find it here. Done lost it. It's got to be around right here. Okay.
I really don't know.
Would you have noticed if she got out of bed?
No, I would have been sleeping.
Right
I didn't even know she called the kids in absent
Here it
until
is.
I got
Right
the email on my phone.
Well, I mean, you woke up when Lily popped her head in, right? So you were.
Yes, I did, because there's a lock on the door, right?
Yeah.
And I heard like the lock rattle.
So do you think though that in the time that Lily popped her head in, and that woke you up, it alerted you a little bit, and the time that you fully woke up, do you think you would have been able to tell? Would you?
So he heard Lily because of a lock in this one. The other one, again, Lily says, just today, hi, Dad, or hello, Dad. So, just absolutely craziness. Kelly, oh my God, thank you, darling. Appreciate you. You are so kind. Really do appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much. You received one of those pearl necklaces. Make sure you give our girl Kelly a big thank you. Big thank you. Okay. All right. Now, let's see here. Listen to this. All right. Couple things about the door. He controls absolutely everything. He has to control everything, right? Speaking of control, I was looking at this earlier, where Malehya had to distance herself from Belinda. She stopped bringing the children to visit, later explaining that Daniel was jealous and didn't want her going over there or giving out the address. The grandmother said she had never been invited to the house until she showed up to help in the search. Belinda didn't know this was her home of her grandchildren were living in a home that she'd noticed multiple times as they were driving to Halifax. Daniel, you try to control her with everything, absolutely everything. All right. Sandy wants me to play something from our friend AB. She says he gives me a shout out. We love AB. AB's a good guy. He started watching this. I started watching at 8:35. He gives you a shout out and explains what the key fob plasma lighter battery can be used to make math. Really? 8:35. All right. I'm gonna drop AB's link in the description here. Credit AB. Link is provided in the description for you guys. Let's see what he says. She wanted me to play this.
Applying is that it matches the key that was muddied, and Haley or whoever took a picture of it that particular day inside Daniel's trailer the day of the search, like he had it just hanging around. Now wait, because I've got a hook for you by the end of this video, or just coming up, for the people that sent me this photo. Because remember how Daniel was talking about over in Daniel Turkey's chat, I believe someone was mentioning that, you know, Daniel, you sent me that screenshot of a printed circuit board, and it looked like I
know.
It's hard to tell exactly how big it was or where it was from, but it looked like something, looked like a communication port. Who knows what it actually was.
He does have a good voice.
But you're mentioning that Daniel mentioned it was a plasma lighter.
Okay, here it is.
And he opened it up because of an issue with the battery.
Listen to this.
Let me tell you that plasma lighter would have had a rechargeable battery in it. And the rechargeable battery would have been made with lithium. Okay. There's a big strip of lithium in there that Daniel finds so important, because it's critical in the process of making the mathematics. All right. You infuse lithium in kerosene or an accelerant with some other.
Great point. Great point, Sherry. Sherry says, Clutch, chat, wouldn't they still put the pool up if they only thought they were missing, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Janie, even that could be your, a summer bathtub or something, right? That could be your local watering hole. You laying on a flamingo, smoking your Virginia Slim 120s, 1000s, I mean. Scrolling on Temu. Holy shit. Absolutely. I bet you still haven't ordered, or I bet you still haven't got that Temu pull in. Takes 69 years to get it in. I know. Yes, in a moo-moo. Yes, absolutely. Her little dog watching her, barking out the fucking windshield. Oh, Lord. We would have a grand time. A grand time. But you know something? These drones overtop me. I can't do nothing. I mean, if you want to see a 70-year-old lady smoking Virginia Slims, 1000s, and scrolling on a Temu and letting my chickens out of the morning, well, go ahead. Suit yourself. Now, Daniel might be up all hours of the night. Poor thing. He's got insomnia so bad. But you know something? He crashes for days afterwards. I don't understand. I'm like, Daniel, you can't sleep and then you fall out for 48 hours? Honey, that's not good for your health. Got to get you checked out. I hear there's this potion that they sell on Temu. Let mommy get a free spin. We'll get you set right up, darling. All right, Danny. Bless your soul. I know. Yes, I know. You look like a mathematic kid. That's for sure. You do.
Ingredients. And under pressure and heat over time, you infuse it with the pseudoephedrine that you crushed down from the
Listen to this.
The pills that you bought, that you got your Smurfs
I
up to
might
go
get
get.
it.
But lithium is essential in order to make that process happen. And that is readily available in rechargeable batteries.
I did not know that.
So it's interesting that old Daniel brought that up. Tweaker19. Let's see your comments. I like
Tweaker 19, Danny. Tweaker 19.
these. No cursing in chat, and please dress up your trigger words. YouTube rule, Soldier Girl. No swear words in your chat. Come on now. F you, pal. So, of course, this would be the Subaru, which has not been sold, by the way. They're thinking that it is. There's Daniel Martell's picture. That it's for.
I wonder if this blue car now is, I don't know, found, burnt up, or sold, or in a pond.
For this, and guess what? It is a 5-speed. That's always been a question at this point in time. You can't rely on Daniel to tell you the truth, but hey, this little Subaru Impreza has a 5-speed. I wonder if it's the same 5-speed that the neighbor heard coming and going 6 times over the course of 5 hours in the early hours from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. on May 2nd, 2025. It's really, really bizarre. The more time goes on, the more time that passes. Way back then, I thought it was kind of a long shot
Was it,
because people were
Sassy?
already identifying the fact that.
Hold on a minute, Sassy. Wait a second. After we showed this, was the ad taken down? After we showed this, was the ad taken down? How convenient. Hey, Vic. How convenient. Yes. Yes. You like to explain that, Danny? Would you like to explain that?
Daniel is a tweaker and he was probably manufacturing it. The more that time goes on,
I mean, he was asking a ridiculous amount for it. It had like a lot of miles on it. The muffler blew, just like my muffler blew in 1976. Like Danny's muffler blew a long time ago, all the way home.
more and more, I believe that fits this particular scenario. Look at this. This car had the head gasket kit, including timing kit and a clutch kit.
Yeah, but it says rockers done on both sides. Daniel, you ain't had your rockers. You didn't have your rockers when I was rocking you to sleep, child. And it's head gasket and all that. Let me tell you something. 3 years ago, my vehicle head gasket blew. It was a V8. And I had the head gasket replaced. It was never the same again. ever the same again. Had trouble with it all the time. Had trouble with it all the time. It's never the same again.
Put in approximately 16,000 kilometers ago. Probably has a big hole in the exhaust too. Oh, here it goes again. For it to pass.
You mean Danny smokes rocks, not he rocks. He smokes them, honey.
Again, allegedly. It will need the rockers done on both sides, and the exhaust will need some work. You ever heard? Where'd we go? Have you ever heard a car that has a hole in the exhaust? Sometimes they sound kind of good. They sound like it's more of a performance-oriented vehicle. You're like, whoa, geez, that's nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But of course, it's louder. And I bet you, if that neighbor had to take a guess, he'll probably say it was this blue Subaru Impreza that he heard. So you guys have to fill me in a little bit. Maybe I'll go watch Justin. But you're talking about these baggies. I don't know how all of this fits in or where you guys got this information. Is it from Drunk Turkeys or is it from Haley's picture? I'd like to know where this picture was sourced from before I start diving into things.
Haley's, AB.
What is the premise around? Here's a blown up image of that particular. Is that from the Subaru Impreza?
That's a better picture than I got. Hell yes. I need to screenshot that mother chicken. Oh, looky there, Daniel. There's your little Impreza. There's your little Impreza. Remember, Danny, your brother Justin had it? You tried to sell it for some methamphetamines? Remember? Why were you trying to sell this, Daniel? Why were you trying to sell this? You know the reason I won't let Daniel ride the ATV? Because he'll take it to the pawn shop. He'll take it to the pawn shop. Yep. Right there. Oh, my little Daniel.
He needs some milk.
God bless you, child.
Look there. Is that from the Subaru Impreza, Danny? Oh, come on now. So here's a picture of the baggie you guys sent me. Thank you very much, by the way. Trying to identify what substances are in it in my chat room. It's impossible to tell. You need to know, instead of hazarding a guess, it's better to identify just how difficult and blurry the image is. You need a better quality shot rather than just shooting from the hip. Someone's telling me that he's got rocks in there. Who knows what it is? I don't know what it is. The hell is that? Look at how blurry it is. But I think somebody's trying to say it's a baggie with some substances in it. I don't know. I can't. It's too blurry.
It's a baggie. It is a baggie.
So at the top, what you're saying is that's a baggie. Is it the size of a small baggie, like a dime bag?
That is not my yeast.
It has a folded over top for being in his pocket.
My yeast.
You're not going to be mixing a whole bunch of different substances in one. So it's probably some of the powder from the shake and bake that he's making. He doesn't crystallize it. He'll just keep it in powder form and work with it that way without needing to go the extra step because, of course, he's his own best customer. He's only doing it for himself. Or maybe some buddies, but whatever it is, Wade knows all about it. So if Wade knows about it, that means Malehya knows about it and Cindy knows about it because they're talking over the phone and their video chats all about it and it being one of the problems as to why Malehya had to get the hell out of Dodge so fast. Tweaker19. I wonder how many people around the house Daniel has hooked on this stuff. Is Janie hooked to this stuff? Is Logan hooked to this stuff? Who knows? Maybe they don't even know. He's been slipping it in their Coca-Colas. Oh, here we go. So Daniel is saying that That's such a small little spring there. Oh yeah, that definitely looks like a baggie, doesn't it? A baggie on the table or on the counter. He's got a baggie there, a little
It's a
coil
baggie.
spring.
It's a baggie, all right. And this is the thing, like you couldn't just get from Daniel in there clinging and stuff, and then someone goes in there and get to drugs, right? Someone brought it up to Malehya that he was doing something in the bathroom, and she's like, "You need to tell me, girl. You need to tell me." And that's when she broke down and said, "He's been doing it for 2 years." Remember, they've been together, what, 3 years? 3 years? Oh, it's a bag. You can see the zip part right here. It's folded. You can see it.
Smoking the rack, the hard stuff. And this little, if that's a small little dime bag, I don't know. It's so hard to get a scale of a size of how big this circuit board is right there. It's a printed circuit board. Suppose it could be powering something else, but why it's stripped
You can see the lumps of it right here as well.
down is more interesting than anything else, is because it would have been to get the lithium battery.
Hell no, they didn't.
Even ones that don't work
in
anymore, the lithium that's in it will still be good to use for your shake and bake. So for those of you who don't know, a plasma lighter is a lighter that, instead of carrying any fuel or solvents to burn like a flame, like a Bic lighter, it's purely electrical, magnetic. So it creates an electrical arc between 2 points, which is good in the wind and things like this. It's possible. I don't know what it is. It's too blurry. You could, if you had a better shot, you could probably read the circuit board.
It is it because the circuit
but from
board,
afar, it just looked like a communication.
So this is a lighter. It's called a plasma lighter, and you charge it just like you would a phone or anything else. You charge it just like anything else.
Card. Who knows how big it was? But if I'm looking to how small it is, and this is a baggie, then it's quite small. Quite possibly, it was in a lighter. It's about the size of a lighter, isn't it? About this, a little bigger than a Bic lighter, rectangular. Maybe it did sit in a case. And old Daniel opened it up to try to get that lithium for that white powder that's in that baggie that he loves to make so much. Let's shake and bake that, baby. Shake and bake, shake and bake. So this is really, really funny too. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, I still suspect Kent, but we are good. You have your suspicions on Kent, as you are entitled to. Kent? Ask a balance. Kent. Oh my God.
So, Callie Gibson, are people thinking that you're the bus driver's wife? Wouldn't that make you the person that was out there on the four-wheeler talking to Janie? Anyway, there's so many rumors. Don't let it stick in your mind. There's sometimes people get things in their head, but I love this conversation. Poor Ken. So they're having a conversation. Somebody is having a conversation with Callie in the back talking about Kent. She says, ask A Balance about Kent being a pedo, what he knows about Kent. Listen, I don't know anything about that. I was just venting that particular day, trolling him in my chat. I don't know the guy. I just know people are talking about him in the background. I don't have any particular view one way or the other. Don't know him. All right, but I know people just like him.
We're going to move on.
Just another day. Oh, look at me.
Okay, we're going to move on here. Thank you, AB, for that. Interesting. That's really good. That's the best key fob picture I've seen so far. So I have fixed this document to where I can now search specific words because it was very frustrating for me when I was because there were so many. Daphne, I'll send this to you, by the way. There was so many different documents, and I put it all in one now, and I can search the word when I'm trying to find something in the document. And for here, like if I want to look up door, this is Malehya accounting what happened Thursday night. She said Daniel was looking for the kids. He opened the front door. Or sorry, this is Friday morning. He put a wrench on top of the door the night before, and it didn't fall down. So Daniel said they must have gone out the back sliding door. The door was shut, meaning the back door, but the kids would normally leave it open if they went outside because it was so heavy. There are times when they would close it. Okay, now, I don't understand. It says he put a wrench on top of the door. What does it mean to put a wrench? Like, if you put a wrench on top of the door and it moves, is it just going to fall? Would a wrench on top of the door kill a kid if they opened it? Yes, perhaps. Yes. It does sound dangerous. Maybe slide it into a lock. I don't know. Something weird to me. Well, it's just weird. Nobody does stuff like that. Like, it doesn't make sense, and it's very convenient that there's a wrench on the front door out of all nights. So yeah, they had to have went out the sliding door. You'd think he'd prioritize fixing that over the fence. They don't prioritize anything other than themselves. Okay. And then we can go like every place where it says door. All right, now this is where they talk. I think this is where they talk about Daniel's talking about door. Daniel said he was in the bedroom with Malehya and Meadow. Remember, we was just talking about Daniel now saying that Lilly said that she said, hello, Dad, or hello, Daddy. Just, I guess today, these messages came out. The other day, Daniel said the lock where Lilly poked her head in woke him up. Here he says Daniel said he was in the bedroom with Malehya and Meadow, who were in bed with him. Lilly came in a couple of times, but he did not check the phone to see what time. The television was on and it was daylight outside. Lilly didn't say anything. Daniel, you specifically told the RCMP that Lilly did not say anything. So why now are you bringing bullshit up? This is 3 different stories you're saying about Lilly either saying something, not saying something, or just you heard the lock. Here, Daniel specifically says Lilly said nothing. Lilly came in a couple times, but did not check his phone to see the time. The television was on and it was daylight outside. Lilly didn't say anything. She would just open the door and look in and then leave again. Daniel.
Here is more proof.
Tweaker19. It is ridiculous, Sherry. It is. Because someone, yeah, docs only have 1%, Daniel says, yeah. Because a stepfather, a family member, anyone there who actually gave a damn about finding Jack or Lilly, it's supposed to be this week, Gail Kennedy. It's supposed to be this week. Hope so. Would not give completely different accounts. Completely different accounts. Right? She would just look in and then leave again. I don't believe Lilly would just look in and leave again. That's not what a kid does. It's not what a kid does. A kid doesn't just come in and look and then leave again and come in and look. She either was saying something, wanted something, or something. Right? Lilly was vocal. One thing we can always agree on. Now, I think the reason Daniel is now saying Lilly came in and said, "Hey, daddy," or whatever, was because we were questioning him the other day. He's building on his lies here about, well, Daniel, how the hell did you know if she was sick or not? How did you know? Right? You didn't know if she was sick or not because she didn't say anything to you. You didn't talk to her or anything. She would, yes. Justin, it was Daniel checking on the kids. It's reversed. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Children are hungry in the morning. Yeah. Daniel said he wouldn't have kept Lilly at home. She wasn't sick or anything. Well, yeah, me too. Me too. So many comments online trying to say he wasn't their dad and how and had no responsibility. Now he wants us to know Lilly called him dad. That as well. She had a black eye. Yep. He even admits it. She would just open the door and look in and leave again. She did that 2 or 3 times. They used to remind her not to rush into the bedroom because they wanted to make sure Meadow got good sleep. Sometimes the kids would wake her up. But also you had the TV on, Daniel. You had the TV on. So was it really about waking her up? You guys had the TV on. Maybe when Daniel was fixing the fence, the kids got into something in the kitchen. Very possible. Very possible. But now he's saying Jack didn't go to sleep till 12:30. 12:30. Like, Daniel, can you just not be honest and just say the truth? These are kids. These are real human beings. I don't understand this. Oh, thank you, Derek. Thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, pink roses. Yeah. He was checking on the kids. Yeah. But remember, he said he didn't know what Jack or Lily was wearing because they were covered up. I don't think he fixed the fence. I think it was just an alibi. I think it's all a bunch of made up garbage. But we're going to keep on shredding the garbage until it's no more even recyclable for you, Daniel. All right. Daniel said he got up. He didn't hear the kids. He thought it was only a few minutes since Lily last poked her head in the door. He went out and saw the back sliding door was closed. The kids didn't usually close it when they went outside. Their boots were gone. Daniel ran around the house looking for them, but when they were not there, Malehya got up. Malehya got up when he got up as well, was looking for the kids. Daniel ran outside, but they were not in the yard and he couldn't see them. He got in the car and drove around, then ran around in the woods looking for them. He searched for hours. Daniel, that I searched for hours, I believe you was doing something for hours. I do. Because I believe you guys don't like to talk about till 8 to 8:30. 8 to 8:30. And 8 till 10, that's a couple hours. That's a couple hours. Just saying. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. 8 to 8:30, who got the wrench to their head? I don't know, but something's really off there. Let's see here. He searched for hours. He said he did not look at the time and didn't even take his phone. How convenient. But Daniel, we just read your text messages, how you have been going, using your imperial mind, that you are going minute by minute, recalling these things, right? So why don't you tell us minute by minute here? Why don't you tell us minute by minute here? He searched for hours. He said he did not look at his time and didn't even take his phone. Okay, that's Thursday. 1 second here. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. Now, let me see here. Malehya, this is called her mother, who came to the house. When her mother arrived, Malehya talked to her and said, "I told you they had autism." Family members started to show up. One of her brothers went to go get the ATV. As they continued searching, Janie said for the rest of Friday, she searched for the kids with her family members. Janie provided some background information. Janie was concerned about the timeline. They forgot to redact this out. Remember, they redact every single time out, but they made a mistake and didn't redact this one out. Janie said she was concerned about the timeline because there was no way the kids could have walked from the yard up to the road where Daniel was in the vehicle without her seeing them. Janie said when she said the kids, hold on, where was it? Maybe that wasn't the part, but it gives it here. But she said anyway, she says the kids, she first noticed that the kids may have went missing about 8:30 or 8:45 before she had talked to her brother. 8:48. 8:48. Now, and then she, changes that, which is very interesting to me, right? Let me find it right here. All right. Okay. Now this is where Daniel was when we was looking at the text messages earlier. Daniel, actually, let me just do it like this. Let me have Daniel tell you. Not me. Let me have Daniel tell you. Bed. Give me 2 seconds. Way down the bed and had quiet. It might be right here. Check this out. So I want to show you. It's better for me to just let you guys see the lies and just let him. Let me.
That is weird.
So, and and some of the investigators, when they were here, they came all the way down to the bedroom, sat on the bed, and we had it dead quiet. And they would.
You had it dead quiet. But that's not what I was wanting to show you. Hold on 1 second. Where he says, oh, this is, I just saw this.
It was mom who went out there and opened and just closed the door, and he couldn't hear it from inside the bedroom, sitting on the bed with the bedroom door shut.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, you're saying the bedroom door was shut that morning and that there was a lock on it, and Lilly kept poking her head through the door, and she must have closed that back. Okay, let me find it where he talks about this, though. What time she got out of bed? That's not what I want. Time did you? time you were fully awake, do you think Malehya could have gotten out of bed? So it's unlikely she got out of bed. Didn't see the kids. I ran back to the room. Okay, not that one. He talks about what time he went to bed. Give me 1 second. Let me see here.
Literally, they were right outside the end of the house, like by the bedroom. They were just walking around, you know. So, and then I walked up to them. I said, "Hey, you know, can I walk up to you and the dog, right?
Yeah.
Being respectful."
Okay, that's not it. Give me 1 second. So I'm saying I'm not off to bed and replay. What? Give me 1 second, guys. Where did Daniel says he stayed up? Okay, here it is. Here it is. I think it's earlier. Here it is.
Expectation for
Listen
people
to
to
this.
expect to remember things, especially on, like you mentioned, on a night.
I went to bed actually a lot.
But
Listen
that
to
night,
this.
what time did you go to bed?
I went to bed actually a lot later than Malehya did, I think. Like Malehya was already asleep when I came into bed. I remember flicking on the light for the kids at 12 at night, or a little bit after 12, so a little bit after midnight, and both of the kids were fast asleep under the covers. So, but I never get a chance to see what clothing they were wearing because the blankets were up on them, right?
Did you see the backpack?
I don't remember the backpack, the strawberry backpack, but that was always in Lily's room, right?
Okay.
Like
And
that was always in Lily's room. Like she never took it out of there, right? That was her backpack for. It wasn't a school backpack. I know a lot of people think that, but
Yeah.
she actually had a pink LOL doll, like for school, and that was her. And the backpack she ended up taking was the one that we bought for when she took to her grandmother's, right? Which would be Cindy Murray.
So when she goes on trips, this was the backpack for trips.
Yeah. She didn't take her school
Okay.
backpack. She took her one.
So in the documents we read earlier, Daniel says, as time goes by, I look back on those moments and I can tell I can almost freeze frame them because I was laying in bed so many times playing them over on endless loops. Lily seemed excited, Susan. No Barbie shirt on, I can say that. So he's saying that Lily seemed excited and she said, hey, Dad, or hey, Daddy, that morning. Lily seemed excited. Now, Malehya says while she was putting them to bed, the kids were hyper. Right? The kids were hyper. Now, I'm trying to find where he says something here about the kids. Again, give me 1 second. Not sure if they were there or not. Subject. No, they stopped and checked relations to kid or me. Let me keep playing this and find it.
She takes on trips.
Interesting.
Trips or overnight trips or to go to visit, she would use that backpack.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so what's the layout of the house look like? So where
Well, the layout of the house is we have the bedroom at the very end.
Okay.
And then we have Lily and Jack's room and my other kid's bedroom and the bathroom and the kitchen and the living room.
Okay.
So
how many bedrooms is that?
3 bedroom.
3 bedrooms. And
Yep.
and I know some people have asked, like, Lily and Jack, they shared a bedroom. Was there a reason why one wasn't in one room and one wasn't in the other?
Well, my other kids are in the other bedroom. I mean, it really didn't matter if but I know my daughter Raina and Arlo, they like to be in the same bedroom and they like to play together, right?
Yeah.
So, And it was different. It was a lot different from my other two kids, not having like any other kids involved, like with me and being a family before this, right? So it was kind of new to them. It was kind of new to Lily and Jack as well, especially with the new baby coming in too. So
Yeah.
it was a little bit different for everybody.
And so, yeah, your other children, they weren't there that night, correct?
No, they weren't. They were there the weekend prior.
So relative to where Jack and Lily's bedroom is to where you guys sleep, how close is that? Is that
Yeah,
like,
it's actually
y'all
the next
share a
bedroom.
wall?
It's actually the next bedroom over.
And you guys mentioned that you guys could hear them throughout the morning. Is that correct?
Yes, I actually did hear. I know when it says in the documents that we heard them in the next room over, like in their bedroom. I didn't hear them in their bedroom.
Where
I
did you hear
heard
them?
when Lily would pop in. I heard Jack in the kitchen.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
And
heard him rustling around in the kitchen, right?
yeah.
And but then when me and Malehya made our way out to the kitchen, there was nothing moved. The chairs were still perfectly in place.
The chairs were perfectly in place and all that. Now, look at the documents here. All right. On May 2nd, 2025, okay, this is Daniel, Malehya, the mother, and stepfather Daniel. That morning, she came into their bedroom. Jack had not been seen since the night before, but Malehya and Daniel heard him playing in the house that morning during the same time frame. Both of them. But I thought one of them was asleep. But they are both conveniently, one will wake up, the other one will pass out. One will wake up, the other one will pass out. It is such a laughable story. Jack had not been seen the night before, but Malehya said Daniel heard him playing in the house that morning during the same time frame. An extensive search involving ground search and all that. Okay. All right. Now, unbelievable. Okay. We're rescued. Children missing. Okay, 1 second here. Let me find it here. Look, listen to this. He also said Daniel's girlfriend. He is also Daniel's girlfriend and their baby. He saw other people inside the vehicle and heard children's voices, but did not see. That was okay. That was the coworker. This is where Daniel. There was a time he was in the woods looking in the woods. He thought he heard a scream that sounded like Jack and Lily. He stopped and stood still for a little while, but the helicopter overhead was too loud and he didn't hear anything. Daniel, you're so embarrassing, child. I just can't with this guy. I really can't. I was looking for something here. She told Malehya she heard. Janie got ready and went to look for them. She told Daniel she heard them outside playing. It's amazing how everyone hears, but they don't fucking see anything. When they didn't hear any answers, she called 911 at 10 a.m. She had to turn off the Wi-Fi to get the bars of cell service and call them from one spot in the house where there is good service. I hope the RCMP made her recount that. I really do. I hope so. What is Daphne saying? Daniel thinks everything's funny. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen, honey. I hope you feel better. Justin, is it true the brother works at a funeral home? I don't know. I have no idea. But if he does, it doesn't mean anything. I worked at funeral homes. Can you please address the funeral home cremated? He didn't. No, there's nobody cremated. I'm going to tell you that right now. I know people love to play that shit in their minds. It's all in your mind, period. You're not cremating anybody. No. Okay, this was it. Malehya heard the kids playing in their bedroom around redacted. They woke Meadow up, meaning Jack and Lily. Right? This is important because Malehya says Jack and Lily in their bedroom woke Meadow up. That did not happen. That did not happen, Malehya. That did not happen, Daniel. See, Meadow was in her crib. Daniel said she was asleep in bed. She was in her crib. Well, listen here. And they make it seem like Jack and Lily was just giggling and happy and just ever-go-lucky. Malehya heard the kids playing in the bedroom around redacted. They woke Meadow up, meaning Jack and Lily. So she took her into bed and turned the TV on for her, then faded. Someone using the word faded in and out of sleep is making up. It is a whole ass lie. No one says I was fading in and out of sleep. It's not how we speak. Just fading in and out of sleep. The kids were giggling, laughing, and talking to each other. The kids were in the room right next to they were loud. Right next to the bedroom. They were loud. Heard silence. Malehya heard silence and told Daniel she didn't hear the kids. They got up together and checked the living room and outside. They started yelling at them. When they didn't hear any answer, she called 911 at 10 a.m. She had to turn off the Wi-Fi to get the bars of cell service and call from one spot in the house where there is good service. Daniel walked around yelling for them to see if they would get a reply, and eventually took her Nissan Pathfinder to go look for them in the woods. Janie was also out looking for them. She had the baby, so Malehya had the baby, so she could not look. Such a lie. Such a liar. Really a shame. Do you guys think they're going to update us tomorrow? You guys think they're going to update us tomorrow? I hope so. Hold on, watch this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. One second. One second. I'm trying to find something. See if we can find it. It's not every day we're hooked up to machines. I don't know. Okay, maybe it's right here. Might have been this one right here. Bear with me. Justin, someone said that the chat that the update is delayed. I heard that too, that they were going to wait till next week again. Why is the update delayed? I don't understand that. Why would they wait another week?
Anyway, it is still a missing persons investigation. It hasn't pivoted to any type of criminal investigation. But the kids were seen the day before. I know a lot of people didn't know that. They were at a school for days and in the afternoon. Area on camera the day before this appearance in the afternoon.
Where was that?
I don't know if I can say that, but it was near the Highland Square Mall.
Was it with you?
It was with me, Malehya.
Why can't you say that, Daniel? You know you can say that right there. It didn't matter.
And Meadow and Willie and Jack were there too.
And are the police aware of that?
The police were aware of that since.
Do they have that video?
Yes, they do. I also talked to my coworker in the parking lot as well, and he verified that with investigators as well.
I'm wondering, on the way back, was there some kind of fight? Remember he said after the Dollarama on the way home? Probably not.
So
I think something happened at the house. That's where
for all the speculation, they were gone days ahead of time, or they were seen the afternoon on camera before the disappearance.
Why do you think the police are asking for video dating back, days before that?
Well, the reason for that is they want to see the traffic of the vehicles on the roads in the area, right? Maybe vehicles that were traveling that area a lot over the last few days prior to hand, or vehicles that weren't seen in the area, or vehicles that were seen in the area.
Well, there's a couple. I agree, Joyous. I think Daniel knew his days with Malehya as a relationship were numbered. I think that triggered him. He didn't want her to leave. He was losing control. She had been planning this. I do believe she was planning to leave. And I think it took a head and something happened. He didn't have a car, right? His car was supposedly broke down or something. Malehya was getting a car. She just got a car. And she did not need him anymore, technically. Right? Salute you, Peacemaker. She did not need him anymore. Essentially, right? And I think whenever you go from, can you imagine? Listen to this. A man telling you you cannot have friends or family over. And then one day you pull back and you say, it's over. It's over. I'm moving. I'm taking our kids, or I'm taking the kids, and I'm just got a car. You're not going to tell me I can't have friends or family or whatever. Bye. Someone who you you let him have control for 3 years, and then you suddenly pull back. Oh my God. He's going to fucking snap. He was losing control. He was losing control. He was going to fucking snap. And this is the thing, like if Malehya has, like, literally, let's just say, because in types of infilicide, which I've talked about extensively on this channel and my other channel, infilicide, one of the major reasons, just like in Travis Decker case, Travis wanted to move in with Whitney and the kids again. And he told the kids, I'm moving in. The girls went to Whitney and said, Daddy's moving in. And she said, oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. And then she called. She said, Travis, you need to tell them the truth. And he was rejected. He was humiliated and he lost control. And they feel so hurt or so out of control that the only way they feel like they can get back is they hurt what is closest to you, right? It's not, and that would be children, your children. Now, the only thing I can think of is Malehya, like if Malehya was not involved, let's say she just wanted to leave and she knows what happened, but she was afraid in the beginning and Daniel told her to go along with it, or she felt like she was going to get in trouble for it. I think the RCMP should offer her immunity. I really do. I think the RCMP should offer her immunity if she knows what happened and she felt like she was going to get in trouble, but she had nothing to do with it. She's just been holding it in. Now, I understand sometimes we don't want to let one fish go because both fishes are dirty, right? Both fishes are dirty. But sometimes you have to get the dirtier out of the two fishes. Right? Not necessarily, silly Lily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think Malehya doesn't know how to be her own person. I really don't think she knows how to be her own person. I think she let Daniel have it her way for as long as they were together, and he just kept and kept and kept and kept. I don't think she, you know how like there's people in life where they can't make decisions on their own. And for instance, like they can't even, they're not even strong enough for speaking up for their kids. They're very few. Because most people, they might not even speak up for themselves, but they'll fucking speak up for their kids real quick. Real quick. But then there are people that'll just let both go. And if she is that type of person, that's the sense I get from her. But we need to know where these kids are. That's the thing. We need to know what happened. And I really think if the RCMP believes one of them did something more over the other one, offer the one immunity. Let's find them. Let's get the show on the road. Don't let this sit out here for decades. My cousin is like that, very quiet and reserved. Yeah, some people are. Some people are. And to be honest with you, I think Malehya is a good mother as long as she has potentially someone there, like a mother figure, a grandmother figure, a man that would keep her life balanced. But I think she's going to kind of go wherever the man goes. The man's got, the man's fucking chaotic, smoking crack, meth, whatever the hell it is, in the house. Everything's going to go to hell. I don't think she is. I think she's a pretty weak person as far as being strong enough. I don't know. I just don't know. It's a very weird. It's very weird. No, Chiefs, I don't want you to mistake me. Don't mistake me. There is no excuse. Zero zilch nada. Because at the end of the day, she has 3 children and she must be there for her kids, regardless of, well, whether I think this or whatever. Bitch, you spread your legs. You got 3 kids and you need to stand up for them. Period. Point blank, period. That's just the way it is. But I'm just telling you how I feel she is. You know what I mean? Just to put it kind of blunt right there. I don't know if she ever grew up in her head, to be honest with you. I don't know if she ever grew up. I think Malehya wants to be a teenager here forever. I think she is so invested in, I don't know, I just don't think she grew up here. And I don't think that people that grow up here should be parents. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's definitely invested in herself. Hell yeah, she is. But that's my opinion. I think if the RCMP doesn't have everything that they need or they're working on, I think they need to offer 100% immunity to the least of the dirty fish. Maybe she's not safe until they arrest him or someone. Yeah. She's fine, in my opinion. She could be. She could be. She could be. It's very weird how she wanted to push autism off on Jack and Lily. I don't think they were autistic. I think nobody gave a damn. I think DNA evidence is back from the blanket. I don't know. This is the thing. It can show Jack's DNA. It can show Lily's DNA. It can show Malehya's DNA. It can show Daniel's DNA. They all live in the house. So now, if there's blood DNA or, that there's other types of DNA, you know what I mean? That might change things. I'll just say that. But I don't know. What's America saying? Hey, laugh a day. Yeah, I think Malehya wants everyone to do everything for her. Right? She has used her poor grandmother, and her poor grandmother is old. And they just drain that poor woman. I don't think she knows how to use her own voice or be her own person, but I also think she doesn't want to. I think she's just lazy as hell. She is, yes, as well. I think, she wants something, she goes to grandma's and gets it when she's a mother of 3 herself, right? Like, when you're a mother of 3, when your kids get older, right, and they start coming to you for things, what are you going to say? Like, yeah, I mean, they had free housing, free everything, and no responsibilities. They just, it's not like I mean, Daniel worked a little bit, but it's not like Malehya ever, which, to be fair, I probably think Daniel never wanted her to work, to be fair, but I think she was probably happy with that. So, I don't know. But I think if it will bring Jack and Lily home and it will get answers, let's do it. Trust me, I'm not happy about it either, but I would rather see someone walk and the main fish, be punished, and we know where they're at, and we can have this wrapped up. Rickson, they pay a price, good or bad. They pay a price. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you all and appreciate you very, very much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Or if anything breaks, I'll be live. I'm going to be dealing with some stuff with Jack and Lily. And then hopefully we'll find something out about the missing woman named Brittany from Indiana. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let me look at that. Oh, yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Sassy. You know what? I'm going to save that for tomorrow, Sassy. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to save that for tomorrow. because I think I'm gonna build out on that a little bit. That's very good. That's very good. It's very good. Hey, no fair. Well, it's Sassy, I might email you back on something. She is just living her life and no kid. Yeah, not a care in the world. Yeah. Yeah. You'll appreciate it tomorrow, Shelby. I hope they just, I don't know. I'm wondering why they're delaying this another week, allegedly, from what I'm hearing. That's what I'm wondering. Why are they waiting another week? We'll just kind of have to see. Don't know. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you very, very much. See you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. Good night.